Welcome, mortals. I am Raiden, defender of Earthrealm and keeper of the Jinsei. And I'm here to talk to you about 1995's Mortal Kombat movie. I wish I had some Jinsei right now to drink right now. I could probably use the healing abilities right now. I'm hurt. Of all the video game movies made up until, let's say recently, up until now, this isn't a bad movie. The sequel, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, is worse than this. How they managed to do that, I have no idea. However, with that being said, let's stay on topic here and talk about Mortal Kombat. This movie was made in 1995, and it is the pinnacle of... I'll tell you this, it was better than Super Mario Bros. When it came to the execution of the film. When you look at Mortal Kombat, they at least got the tournament side of Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 right. If you don't know what the tournament side was, it's where you picked a character and you progress up this tower to fight various bosses. Various characters out until you get to the boss. But of course, Hollywood had to sit back and go, what was a successful tournament formula that is also martial arts? And they pretty much just sat down and said, hey, let's just make a almost one-for-one. I don't want to say rip-off, but you get the idea. Rip-off Enter the Dragon. They sat down and said, hey, Bruce Lee, you've influenced the martial arts world so much. We're going to use this and put it in the trappings of Mortal Kombat. And yet not have any real fatalities. At least not gory fatalities. At least not what Mortal Kombat was known for. I mean, the goriest one was that one random mook who got killed off by Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero freezes him, shatters into a million pieces. Everyone else, they kind of just... died, but it wasn't great. I guess the other most disturbing death would be wow, I don't even remember this guy's name. The black martial artist who died at the hands of Goro. Alright, got it. The guy's name was Art Lean. Art Lean. Who gave him that name? Really? That is... He's his own character in Mortal Kombat. Like, what the hell? Like, he's a stand-in for Jax? Come on. You had a Jax in the movie. You couldn't have just had him go along. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let me talk about some of the nuances of Mortal Kombat. Originally, Mortal Kombat, the video game, was designed as a Jean-Claude Van Damme video game. That's why the character Johnny Cage has such a strong resemblance to Jean-Claude Van Damme. Namely because they wanted Jean-Claude Van Damme to be in the game. Well, Jean-Claude Van Damme, being the muscles from Brussels and the shooting star that he was in the late 80s, early 90s, thanks to Kickboxer and Universal Soldier, he decided that he wasn't going to be part of no video game. So they got, well, at least the people who developed the original Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon and his crew, they went to a local gym and found the closest guy that looked like Johnny Cage. Was it Ed Pacino? I'll have his name scrawled in the very bottom of the screen. And, there's your Jean-Claude Van Damme stand-in. But here's the thing, when the movie came out, they tried getting Jean-Claude Van Damme back in there to play Johnny Cage. Well, there was another movie coming out that was martial arts inspired named Street Fighter that also got to talking to Jean-Claude Van Damme. And guess which movie he chose? That'll be for another review, namely the next one after this. But it's kind of obvious. They wanted Jean-Claude Van Damme to be in there, but they really couldn't. And thanks to this movie, Liu Kang kind of became the hero of Mortal Kombat when originally it was supposed to be Johnny Cage, or Jean-Claude Van Damme, whatever you want to say. And it wouldn't be until they reboot Mortal Kombat with Mortal Kombat 9, or just named Mortal Kombat, where Johnny Cage became the hero. They had to kill off Liu Kang because he was the Bruce Lee stand-in, but you get the idea. Yeah, funny. Yeah, I just realized this movie is ripping off of, or paying homage. Let's be kind to these. Let's be kind to Paul W.S. Anderson for a second. I'm not gonna be kind to him about the Resident Evil films, though. That's a whole nother. That right there, I'm gonna cover all in one sitting, because apparently it's gone so off the rails. The people behind Resident Evil are like, hey, listen, we're gonna just reboot the whole series. This has gone out of hand. So there's that. There's another movie series I'm about to go into. Not as bad as Uwe Boll, thankfully. What was I saying? You have a homage to Enter the Dragon, but you also have a stand-in for Bruce Lee. Come on. What are you doing, movie? What are you doing, video game series? I get it. Every fighting video game series has to have some sort of tribute to Bruce Lee. Some of them are more obvious than others. I'm not going to talk about those yet. They do have movies like Tekken, which I actually enjoyed, but that's beside the point. And the sad thing is, this would not be the last time that Hollywood would use Enter the Dragon as a touchstone for another video game series. Looking at you, DOA. The only reason, and you know what? No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna save that for later. DOA video game series review. Sorry, movie review. I'll talk about that later. I feel like I'm going off the rails with this one, because I did so much research into this movie and a whole bunch of other movies that all started coalescing together. It's kind of annoying to me. So if it's annoying for me, I'm sure you as a viewer is going, hey man, just get on with it. Let me go over some of the pros and cons of Mortal Kombat the movie. Pros: one of the greatest dance songs from the 90s comes from this movie, titled Mortal Kombat. I'm pretty sure every last one of you have heard it in some sort of way. And while I'm tempted to turn off the lights, get some glow sticks out, and start dancing to that tune, I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike, so it's on y'all to do that for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's another pro? The character of Kano changed. Originally, Kano was half American, half Japanese in the first two Mortal Kombat, but then from then on, he was always an Aussie. That change was so positive, was so touched upon by the movie, that the video game covered down on it for the rest of the series. Kano would always be this rough and tumble, outback Aussie guy. That's cool. My character Raiden was played by Christopher Lambert, who has an accent that no one can quite pin down. They don't know where he's coming from, so it makes sense. You would pick him because his accent's so off the wall. It would seem like Raiden was traveling throughout the entire road and just picked up so many dialects that he just kind of settled on one that no one could quite pinpoint. So that right there kind of pays homage. And also updated his clothes. You know, I'm cosplaying in his MK2 get up. Post a picture of that in that corner right there, give you an idea. Cons: if you want to watch a good movie about messing with someone else's tournament, watching Enter the Dragon is a superior movie to this. The CGI is lackluster, but that was 1995. I'm pretty sure if I put my mind to it, I could probably create better CGI for the pre-reptile thing. I'm pretty sure someone out there watching this video can do it better. How I feel about the movie all in all, it was a step in the right direction for video game movies. It was obvious that Hollywood wanted to play it safe. That they saw what happened to Super Mario Brothers and was like, let's play this a little close to home. Let's keep it a little close to the chest. Let's use a formula that has worked in the past. Combat for you. Was it a good movie? No. Was it a bad movie? No. Great techno song that you can dance to. As a matter of fact, I suggest dancing to it afterwards. There's a Jean-Claude Van Damme connection. And I think that is it for that. The next movie review is definitely going to be Street Fighter. However, I might just be in regular clothes for that one because I know what to do. Alright, folks. Raiden's got to kick Shao Kahn's ass real quick, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.